hello. Welcome to the Fish Cox Variety Show. My name is Nick Cox.
And I'm Andrew Kazour, otherwise known as Fish, and welcome to our show.
Every one of our episodes, we're going to be trying to entertain you with some kind of different gimmick, skit, event, some way to, make it a lot more watchable.
Yeah. And for today, we have a very special interview with a very special guest. Some know him as the Vandegrift High School principal.
Others may know him as Santa Claus when he makes his annual appearance around the holidays.
Please welcome the Vandegrift High School principal, Charlie Little.
Yay.
Welcome onto the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
So how's your day?
Of course.
Great. So far, so good.
Awesome.
So I'm going to explain what we're doing. So we're going to be interviewing you, ask you some basic questions while you'll be playing VR. So Nick's going to set you up while I explain some things about VR.
Perfect.
So VR is otherwise known as virtual reality, and you've tried it before?
Not to the extent what I just saw a minute ago. So.
Okay. Well, this is going to be a very cool experience for you.
You got to remember, I had floppy disks that were 12 inches when I was your age, and I had to do it on a K-Pro. We programmed Hangman on a K-Pro. So it's come a long ways, but I'm excited to give it a shot.
That's smaller than a floppy disk now.
Yes.
So you're going to be inside of a game called Elixir, and basically you're going to be a witch's apprentice. You'll be putting it on now.
If I get nauseous and throw up, who's cleaning it up?
So typically with those kind of VR games, we will use controllers, but recently there's been updates to the software that make it so it'll just sense your hands and you can see them in the game. You don't need them. So if you want to back up and move to your right a bit, you should see a kind of a menu. Back up a bit more.
Back up a little more.
I think it's actually to your left. Turn. Wait, actually, where is it?
Here,
Oh, there it is. Okay.
try backing up and looking around.
Oh, there it is.
Hey, there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. So
You can just start by clicking on the hand on your far
I
left
see what you did.
once you see it.
all right, he's in the game.
All
And
right.
there we go.
So we'll start off by asking you the first question.
Okay.
There.
Go ahead.
All right. So it seems like most of your job as the Vandegrift High School principal is kind of behind the scenes work for the school. And a lot of people want to know what kind of things you do as principal. What are your daily duties?
Well, first of all, trying to stay staffed is the most important thing because I can't teach the classes myself, right? So making sure you guys all have teachers. So it's been a challenge this year. We're having some unique challenges because of COVID and the economy, making sure we have enough staff for every single class. So that's probably first and foremost the most important thing I do is make sure we're staffed and then make sure the staff is supported. So there's a lot of things that the APs and I have to work through with COVID and just interacting with those situations as they come up and making sure that the teachers are supported.
Yeah, I can imagine that staffing problems were quite hard to deal with
Right,
last
we're
year.
so large now. We have over 250 staff members, so it's a big just to keep everybody here and healthy and teaching is a challenge.
We understand that you were here since the start of Vandegrift when there were only like, what, 30, 20 teachers or something?
Probably a little more than that. We were
Yeah.
just 9th and 10th grade, but right around probably 40, 45.
Wow.
But yeah, so we got to open it with 9th and 10th grade, and we opened in the middle school at 4 Points the first year while they were finishing the high school. So that was definitely a challenging time.
So walk me through what we can do.
Yeah, if you want to get more into the game now.
Okay. So I don't go
you
through this
should.
wall, right?
No, you want to back up a little bit more.
Okay, back up a little bit more.
And then to move around, put your fingers together kind of in a triangle.
Yeah.
And make the finger
Yeah,
guns.
make finger guns. You're just going to squeeze them.
Oh, and squeeze them.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
So now I'm closer in.
Yeah.
So
You just interact with things. Your hands will change. You do a lot of different things with it. And most of the game is you change your hands into different things. And whenever you squeeze your hand into a fist, it'll do some kind of different action. So I think this one is like a Doctor Strange. Yeah.
I want to throw fire. How do I do that?
There should be a fire hand over to your right.
Is it primarily the left hand that does everything?
No, you can
Both
do it with
hands.
both hands.
And you just have to touch it.
Yeah, like that, the pot of acid to your right. If you walk over to that, put your hand in it, dip it in. Got a big acid bubble hand.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, try it again.
Yeah, there we go.
If you make a fist, you make bubbles.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There's a lot of really cool things you can do with this.
Very, very realistic.
As you're playing around with that, I'll ask you the next question.
Sure.
For the students that are upcoming freshmen and sophomores, since last year was online, and for those that don't know much about you, what do you do for fun?
I like to work out, so I'm here in the morning. I see all the kids in the training room. They always say, "Who's this old man working out on our equipment?" So I will like to do that to stay healthy. Of course, I've had 2 kids graduate from Vandegrift, and I have a senior here as well. So primarily, that's one of the main things I like to do. And the job is pretty intensive, so making sure that we are able to, do all that. But with COVID, it's definitely not been the year. The last 2 years have been a lot different. So we've been trying to. That's a whole, nobody expected that.
Yeah.
Nobody expected that to happen, so we're trying to do that. But I like to do that and hike and do things with my dog and my family. And I have two students, one still at Arkansas, and they've been home working virtually, so, just doing a lot of family things.
Awesome. Sounds good that you're staying in touch with, all your family and stuff, that you're going off to college, trying to stay sociable. So as Wolverine, yeah. If you move around, there's a lot more stuff just in the area you're in. So you look to your right and things.
Okay.
There's different interactables. Over to your far right, there should be a little station that you can mess with. With fire hands.
Yeah, then pinch with both hands.
Yeah, pinch with both hands to be able to move around.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
And look more to your right. Yeah, go over to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
With this VR headset, it's a lot easier to do just things because you're not connected by a wire. The whole thing is internal.
So how do I make it when I push down on that rock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both
There.
hands. Oh, nice.
There we go.
All right.
Let's see what this does. Ouch.
That's the fire hand I was telling you about.
Now
And
what
then-
can I do with my fire hand?
Light candles up. You can, if you squeeze your fist, it'll do something fancy.
I like that.
Yeah.
See if I can burn that book. Nope. All right, what other questions you guys got?
All right. Yeah. We know a lot of people enjoy your Santa appearance on the holidays. I think that's one of the main times that people get to see you doing stuff. And we know that you're very insistent on keeping tradition. Like especially last year, there weren't many people in the school doing stuff, but you still wanted to be a part of it. Why are you so insistent on keeping the tradition of being Santa?
Oh, well, we wanted the kids that were here to have the full experience that they would have. Only had about 400 kids here out of the 2,800, physically. So I felt like a lot of kids came to school and then their friends weren't here, so they stayed home virtually, maybe more than they were concerned about safety. But so we wanted to make sure the kids that were here had those opportunities. So the main way sometimes I feel like I'm the mayor of Vandegrift because we're so big. We're bigger than half the cities in Texas. So that personalized experience, getting to know the kids. Like I watched the football game and I didn't know a lot of the players by name like I have in the past because it's been a year and a half since we really were in that experience. So one of my challenges is to get to know the kids in the programs and get out and meet more of them. But so we do that mainly through, I'm at as many games as I can go to and different opportunities and things like this where we get to talk to kids. And I've been working, our student council is amazing. I've been trying to work a lot more with them so we get the kid perspective on what you guys want to do and trying to just create, this is your year, not my year. So we were trying to make it the best experience for you guys, the best with all of our extra considerations. We want to make sure that you guys have, an awesome year. And that's takes, input from you guys to know what you want and how we can help.
Awesome. Yeah. Real quick, if you look to the right of the fire hand thing that you were just messing with, there should be a little dropper. If you want to mess with that, it should turn it purple. No, just to the right of the dropper, like bottom right.
Bottom right here?
Next to
Yeah,
the-
right there.
right there. Try to pinch
Try to
it.
squeeze that, like how you did with the moving around.
Yeah. Okay.
And then look to your left, where you put your hand in.
Yeah.
I didn't squeeze it.
Yeah.
In here?
Oh, yeah. Or no.
Here?
So try to teleport closer. So look to the candles to your
the
right
candles?
and try to
Okay.
teleport a little closer to them.
You can also just walk around.
Yeah.
Like, there's not any kind of restrictions other than the wall.
The wall.
And yeah, try to pinch the dropper to your left. It's like right there. Yeah, right in front of you.
This dropper?
Yeah, right there. Should be able to pinch it, or yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
And then
Purple.
put your hand where the
Wow.
fire was before.
So to the left.
To the left. Yeah.
Right in there.
Oh, now I got creepy werewolf hands.
Squeeze your hand.
Yeah, squeeze your hands.
Oh, there we go.
And if you look to your left, there's a
Oh.
rope you should be able to cut, and you can play around with it.
Yeah.
Over here?
A lot of
Yeah.
interactables.
Oh.
And then you
Lets
can,
out all those little bugs.
and there's some bugs you can kill with your hands.
Killing bugs, one of my favorite things to do. I got attacked by a cicada the other night when I was working in the garage. Not a big fan.
I can imagine that.
All right, so another question we have is you recently sent out a newsletter to the Viper community about safety and the Viper family. Do you have any additional feelings whenever you wrote that?
Yes, that was actually, it turned out to be a good thing. So I was frustrated that our staff was getting, some of the frustrations were being taken out on staff that are here doing their job, and a small percentage of people were causing them to not feel good about their work. But and then there was an opt-out form, and some people were frustrated that we were allowing people to opt out of the mask, which is required that we allow. We're not, we still had to require or allow the opt-out. So I felt like the community, I knew most parents love their teachers, love their school, and they're just quiet. It's what we call the silent majority. They're not the ones that complain. They're not the ones, they're just supporting their kids. They're supporting their school every day, but you don't hear much from them. You only hear from people who are unhappy. So I knew that reaching out to the parents and saying, I need my teachers to feel supported right now. I can't lose staff. I'm challenged with our staff situation. And within about 30 minutes of sending the letter, I had parents that were sending emails to teachers and sending TIF treats and offering to buy the whole campus lunch. So I had over 300. So the letter itself had 22,000 unique views. And that's not like Facebook. It's actually the s'more. You can only view it. And then they would reply. And I had about 300 parent emails with stories about COVID and family situations and just really supportive and loving stories. So I was really encouraged by this, but it became a tangible way for parents to say, you know what, we need to reach out to these teachers, send a nice note, and make them feel good about what they're doing and encouraging them. And I think even our other schools, the middle schools and the elementary schools, said that they noticed a more positive energy coming from the community after the letter, so I'm proud of that. But again, I hate that we have to have those discussions, but just reminding people that you get the schools you deserve, and if you bring negativity and hate to a school, then you're going to run off the people who love this work, and this is hard work, so we want to support our teachers.
Yeah, that's
really nice.
Sounded like an amazing success for that then.
Yeah,
and
I didn't send it to students, and partly because the issue I felt like was support from the community was a parent and community issue, not the students. The students are here. Clearly, they want to be here and in person, and they want to be safe. And I know the students love their teachers and understand it probably at a real personal level. So I made the decision not to necessarily send it to all the students, but I think that that they would support that as well. So interested to hear what you guys thought.
Awesome. Well, I think we're just about out of time.
Yeah, we're out of time for today.
Yeah. So if you want to start finishing up whatever you're doing, maybe take off the headset.
No,
and
I'm going to stay in this world.
How was your experience?
There's nobody complaining in this world. I'm going to stay here for a little while. Okay.
How did you enjoy your experience?
How was
that? Well, that's interesting. I'm over here. I would have thought I was over there.
You get real mesmerized at them.
Well,
all right.
Thank you for coming on today.
Really glad
guys,
that you
I
were
really
able to be on the
appreciate
show.
you letting, and nothing's funnier than watching an elderly person with new technology, which I get. I like it. But I thank you guys for sharing. I'm starting to pick it up, getting a little better. Maybe I'll come back and practice a little bit more next time.
Maybe.
You guys are always welcome. I want students to know my door's always open. You're welcome to come and talk to me about anything. Email me. Most students that that have an issue, we're able to talk. And I plan to start coming to lunch and doing like a Q&A so that kids can just ask anything they want. So we're going to try to start that as soon as it slows down a little with the COVID, so we can get kids to come to the cafeteria, and I'll be in there. But like I said, if you guys have anything I can do to make your year better, I want to be a part of it.
That's really nice. That's
awesome.
cool.
Right. Thanks for your time, guys. And thank you, Mr. Ellis,
really glad
and
to
the
have you on
crew,
the
the
show.
support crew, for helping out.
Thanks.
Well,
all right. Thank you for watching the Fishcocks Variety Show. Until next time, we'll have some different gimmick.